guys, it's Ellie from TeensVsCancer here today, and I want to talk to you guys about choosing between a Hickman line and a portacath. So this is really important because both of these devices is what will supply your body with the different concoction of medical drugs and the chemotherapy that you desperately need. So they are very important, and this is like the first and probably most important decision that you'll make as a cancer patient, choosing between these two devices. There are other devices out there such as PICC lines, but these ones are the main two. So I'm going to talk through them today about the pros and cons of both so that you can make a decision on which one to choose. Let's start off with the port. So the portacath is basically a small plastic disc that sits right underneath your skin and is accessed with a needle, and you know, it's really good. Like for me, I had it for 2 years and it was super reliable and it was just nice. It wasn't very visible because it was right under the skin, and it was super easy to take maintenance of because it only needed to be flushed every month. And it was really good for me because it meant I could have baths and I could go swimming, because once the needles were out, obviously the little scabs heal, and then you don't really have that risk of infection, whereas you do with the Hickman line, because the Hickman line has these external lines coming out of it, so that means that you could be at risk of infection if you come in contact with water, whereas with the portacath you don't. So that's the glory of it. However, if you're a bit needle phobic, then it could be a bad device for you, because the portacath, you do need to access it with a needle, and it is quite a big needle as well, so it can be quite scary. However, I wouldn't let that put you off, just because I was a little bit needle phobic when I was diagnosed. But you do really get used to the needles, and the doctors and nurses will put numbing cream and cold spray on your port so that when it's accessed it isn't that painful, so you do get over it quite quickly. Another negative with the portacath is that you need someone who is skilled to access it, because it's a specific type of needle, so you do need to go to the hospital to get it accessed, which can be a little bit of a bother. And also the portacath, it does have a risk of infection like the Hickman line does, so if there is an infection in there and it's not cleared up by antibiotics, then it may have to be taken out. But this is quite rare that it does get an infection, so don't worry about that too much. Now onto the Hickman line. So the Hickman line is similar to the portacath with the fact that it joins straight up to the heart. However, the Hickman line, unlike being under the skin like the portacath, is actually external, so there's like little tubes that come out of your chest and is accessed using the tubing. So that means that there's no needle pokes, which can be really good for you if you're very needle phobic. And also it's very easy to remove, repair and insert, because it's like to take it out, all you have to do is kind of like yank it. So it's a lot less invasive than the portacath. However, there are some downsides with the Hickman line because it is external lines, so there is a risk of it being tugged out, but as long as you've got the dressing on it, then it is usually quite secure, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. But obviously because it's external, there is a higher risk of infection than with the port, because you know it's like exposed, and that obviously means that you can't get it too wet, so you can't really submerge it when you go swimming or have a bath, so you need to put all waterproof stuff around it, which can be really annoying. Additionally, the Hickman line is a lot more difficult to maintain than the portacath, because unlike the portacath, the Hickman line needs to be dressing changed and flushed weekly, so that requires a hospital visit or maybe a community nurse coming to visit you, so that can be quite annoying. To conclude, the Hickman line has external tubes, whereas the port is underneath your skin, and the Hickman line has a lot more difficult maintenance than the portacath. However, the portacath requires needles, whereas the Hickman line does not. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I really do hope that it's helped you make the right decision for you, because I know how important it is, because this is the device that will be staying in you for quite some time. So I really hope this video has helped you. So thank you so much for watching. For more information and advice, go to the TeensVsCancer website. Remember that you are stronger than cancer.